Good morning, team. Today is October 18th. Looking at the overall market right now, we're looking at Nvidia. You can see Nvidia has had an uptrend along with everything else. These last few days, you can see that we basically had a nice uptrend yesterday. Nvidia needs to break that 122.50 before we can start pushing up towards 125, which is the next major resistance. You can see we had some support before, some support as well. So Nvidia is one of the top trending stocks this morning, so I definitely want to keep a watch on it. If we're looking at the 20-day RSI, it is a little bit more on the overbought side. If we do possibly pull back today, watch for the break of 120.55 down towards 118 on Nvidia. Next stock we're going to talk about is Netflix. Netflix, I believe, actually has earnings today. So definitely want to keep Netflix on watch as it is sitting at 20-day highs. It's a little bit more on the overbought side. You can see that it does have earnings today after hours. So you want to see how Netflix is going to overall perform. Jumping over towards the 180-day, 180 days, a little bit more on the overbought side. And it's always been actually stuck in this range for the last few months, ever since August. So you can see that it's been on the sideways range between that 250 and that 210 down here has been basically going sideways. So main thing for it today is you want to see if it kind of breaks out of this wedge, maybe some type of earnings hype. We could possibly start to break out of that 252 range. So watch to see if it breaks 252, then it could possibly start going a little bit higher. Next level you can see is actually all the way back in March at 266 level. So watch out for that. You can see we basically dropped, kind of went sideways over here. So that is a level that we should watch out for if it starts to go up. If it does start to pull back, you could basically play this how from the break of the 20-day trade line, which is slightly higher in this case than the 180-day. So watch for the break of 245, and then we could possibly start going down lower towards this 241 level over here. So watch out for that as well. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. Tesla's on a rip lately. It's underneath the 20-day SMA still, but it is finding some type of bounce. RSI is a little bit more on the overbought side. You're seeing that reoccurring theme where most of the stocks we're looking at are a little bit overbought, which means a possible pullback is to come. So let's see what happens. It doesn't have to be today. It just means that, hey, a lot of these stocks are overbought from that recent rally from yesterday. So not even only yesterday, you can see that Tesla has been basically bullish since the 14th, and now we're basically at the 18th. So watch Tesla to see if we continue this rally from 229, and then we can start basically pushing up towards 233 over here, which was a support level, or to the downside. You see it's overbought, right? We could watch for a break below 224 and possibly go to 219. Where's 219? If we jump over towards the 180-day, 219 is the 180-day trade line. So let's see what happens. Tesla does look slightly bullish today. Has more room on the 180-day to push up, but that 20 days overbought. So let's see what happens. Keep an open mind and watch those previous day lows and highs to help you judge where that overall stock is going to go. Last but not least, probably the stock you guys wanted to hear the most is SPY. Looking at the SPY over here, we're going to jump over towards the 1 year. Why are we getting bullish, right? What's going on? Could you have predicted this? RSI was a little bit more on the oversold side. In our last video, I know it was like a few days ago, I posted that, hey, the MACD on the 1 year looked like it was basically flat, right? Whether it could cross up or cross down. Well, the RSI was oversold, especially after that steep sell-off. And you know, whenever we're around that 30 range or that lower range on the RSI, the stock is more in favor for a bounce, right? You can see it previous times before, got oversold, we bounce, got oversold, we bounce. So let's see what overall happens. There's a lot more room for upside. Depends if you believe it's going to continue this upside. We have to see if we hold above that 180, that 1 year trade line that is sitting around 363 over here. So as long as we hold above 363, I believe we could probably stay bullish and maybe even run towards 380, and we could even run towards 400, but we have to stay above that 363. So that's going to be a major key level, that 1 year trade line, to watch to see if we hold above that. That so happened to be yesterday's low as well too. So that's a key level to watch. If we do start to run up today, you can see yesterday we went as high as 370. So we want to watch to see if we break that 370 and go higher. But let's drop down towards the smaller charts. So we have some obstacles in our way. Not only we're overbought in the 180 day, we have the SMA sitting right here at 376. So we got to see if we're going to hold above that 376 zone or break above it, because we've been basically below that SMA, and the SMA has been acting as resistance. Remember, whenever we're below that SMA, this long blue line that's by itself, that's the SMA. That's basically our divider. We're below it. That means we're more in favor for a bearish trend. So watch out for that. This could be a major resistance zone, and we could basically pull back, especially since we've been seeing a lot of stocks that are overbought. So you got to be open-minded to that as well. So if we do start to break and hold it, not only that you want it to break it, but you want the candles to hold above that line. You want to get in from 376, then we could go to 380, maybe even higher. But right now we're a little bit more on the overbought side. So you want to be cautious. And if we do start to pull back, let's jump over towards the 20-day. 20-day, I believe, is crossing down already. It's a little bit more on the overbought side. So it has one bearish sign, two bearish sign. We're waiting for that third, which is going to be the break of the trade line over here. So we need to break 371, and then we could possibly start sinking down towards 367, which is a 180-day trade line. So let's see what overall happens. Hopefully you guys all have a green and positive day. Use a stop loss, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like below. Peace.